How to fix a broken relationship: 5 steps to save your love. Is your relationship feeling like it's falling apart, and you're not sure how to get it back on track? Relationships go through tough times, but here's the good news: with the right approach, many broken connections can be repaired. Today, we're diving into 5 powerful steps to help you rebuild trust, reignite intimacy, and get back to a place of love and understanding. Whether it's been days or years of struggle, these steps could be the key to saving your love and reconnecting with your partner. Let's get started on this journey to healing together. Repairing a broken relationship is challenging, but with commitment, understanding, and the right strategies, many couples can rebuild trust and intimacy. These 5 steps aim to foster honest communication, empathy, and practical strategies for healing. Here's a comprehensive guide to saving your love. Relationships go through ups and downs, and sometimes issues can lead to a painful distance between partners. When that happens, rebuilding the connection may seem daunting. Whether due to trust issues, unresolved conflicts, or a loss of intimacy, couples often face challenges that seem insurmountable. But if both partners are willing to put in the effort, a broken relationship can often be mended. The following 5 steps outline practical approaches to address core issues and rekindle a deeper bond. By focusing on honest communication, empathy, rebuilding trust, and setting new boundaries, you can work towards saving your love. Open the lines of honest communication. One of the most common causes of relationship breakdowns is a lack of honest communication. Misunderstandings and unspoken feelings can create emotional distance, making partners feel disconnected. Re-establishing open communication is crucial. How to approach honest communication. Schedule time to talk. Choose a neutral time to talk openly and without distractions. Avoid bringing up sensitive topics during stressful or busy times. Create a safe space. Ensure that both partners feel safe to express their emotions without fear of judgment or retaliation. Listen actively. Listen to your partner's perspective without interrupting. Active listening shows respect and helps you understand their viewpoint. Avoid blaming. Use I statements, e.g., I feel, instead of you always, to express how you feel without assigning blame. This promotes understanding rather than defensiveness. By fostering open, respectful communication, you can begin to uncover hidden issues and lay the groundwork for healing. Practice empathy and understanding. Empathy involves understanding and validating your partner's feelings. It's about placing yourself in their shoes, even if you disagree. Many conflicts stem from a lack of empathy, and learning to truly understand your partner's emotions can transform your relationship. Acknowledge your partner's feelings. Validate, don't judge. Acknowledge your partner's feelings by validating their emotions, even if you don't agree. This means letting them know that their feelings are real, important, and understandable. When your partner says something that may seem trivial to you, resist the urge to dismiss or minimize their concerns. Instead, say something like, I can see why you'd feel that way, or I understand that this is important to you. Avoid problem solving right away. Sometimes, people need to be heard more than they need advice. Empathy is about listening and validating, not fixing things right away. Ask open-ended questions. Encourage sharing. Show genuine interest in your partner's perspective by asking open-ended questions like, can you tell me more about how you're feeling, or what would make you feel supported right now? Open-ended questions allow your partner to fully express themselves without feeling restricted or misunderstood. Practice nonverbal encouragement. Nod, maintain eye contact, and respond with small gestures like, I see, or, that makes sense, to show that you're fully present in the conversation. Reflect and paraphrase. Show that you're listening. Reflecting and paraphrasing are powerful techniques in active listening. Repeat back what you hear to confirm understanding, which shows that you're truly listening and valuing their feelings. For example, if they say, I felt hurt when you forgot our plans, you can respond, it sounds like you felt unimportant because I didn't remember. Seek clarity when needed. If there's something you're unsure of, ask for clarification rather than assuming. This avoids misunderstandings and reassures your partner that you're committed to getting it right. Share your feelings too. Open up about your own emotions. Vulnerability is a two-way street. By sharing your own feelings and concerns, you foster a safe space where both of you can feel seen and heard. For example, when we argue, "I sometimes feel worried about the distance it creates between us," shows your partner that you, too, are invested in the relationship. Model empathy through openness. When you express your feelings in an empathetic way, you're demonstrating the type of communication you hope to receive in return. Practice patience and forgiveness. Empathy takes time. Sometimes, understanding your partner's perspective may not come naturally, and that's okay. Empathy grows with practice, especially when both partners commit to it. Be patient with yourself and your partner as you both work to build this skill. Forgive mistakes. Both partners will make mistakes. When misunderstandings happen, approach each other with forgiveness and the intention to move forward with compassion. Rebuild trust through transparency and consistency. Trust is the foundation of any relationship. When it's been damaged, rebuilding it requires time, honesty, and consistent effort. Trust grows when partners feel they can depend on each other, and being transparent and reliable shows your commitment to rebuilding a strong foundation. How to rebuild trust. Be transparent. Open up about your life. Share openly about your day-to-day activities, feelings, and plans. By letting your partner into your life, you're showing that there's nothing to hide. Avoid secrecy. Hiding information, even unintentionally, can lead to suspicion. For example, if you're feeling stressed at work, share it instead of withdrawing emotionally. This openness encourages your partner to do the same. Follow through on promises. Keep commitments. When you say you'll do something, do it. Following through on promises, whether big or small, shows that you're reliable and can be trusted. Avoid overpromising. Don't commit to things you may not be able to follow through on. Being realistic about your capabilities is part of building trust. Be patient and consistent. Give trust time to heal. Rebuilding trust doesn't happen overnight, so patience is essential. Your partner may take time to fully regain their confidence in you, which is natural. Show up consistently, even if it's in small ways, to rebuild their faith in your commitment. Demonstrate trustworthy actions regularly. Consistency builds trust more effectively than grand gestures. Being there for your partner in everyday ways, like keeping shared commitments and showing care, can slowly rebuild the bond of trust. Seek accountability. Take responsibility for past mistakes. If trust issues stem from past mistakes, acknowledging them without defensiveness can be a powerful step forward. Accountability also involves taking active steps to prevent similar issues in the future. Consider counseling if needed. Sometimes, past mistakes or trust issues are challenging to address alone. Seeking couples counseling can provide a safe environment to rebuild trust with professional guidance. With honesty, patience, and a commitment to consistency, trust can be restored, and both partners can feel safe and secure in the relationship. Set healthy boundaries and reinforce mutual respect. Healthy boundaries are essential to protect individuality, foster respect, and maintain balance in a relationship. Boundaries prevent misunderstandings, support each partner's needs, and encourage mutual respect. How to set healthy boundaries. Identify your needs and limits. Know what matters most. Reflect on what you need in the relationship to feel respected and valued. Knowing your boundaries allows you to communicate them clearly to your partner. Set realistic expectations. Establish boundaries that are achievable and fair. This helps both partners feel safe without feeling restricted. Communicate boundaries clearly. Be direct and compassionate. When expressing your boundaries, use "I" statements to communicate respectfully. For instance, "I need some time each week for myself to recharge," clearly expresses your needs without blaming your partner. Explain why boundaries matter to you. Helping your partner understand the importance of each boundary can foster understanding and make it easier for them to respect your needs. Respect your partner's boundaries too. Value their needs as well, just as you have boundaries, your partner does too. Show that you respect and understand their limits, and encourage open discussion about how to balance each person's needs. Avoid taking boundaries personally. Boundaries aren't a reflection of you or your relationship's value, they're about ensuring both partners feel safe and supported. Revisit boundaries regularly. Check in periodically. As your relationship evolves, your boundaries may shift as well. Openly discussing boundaries as your relationship grows helps you both feel secure and valued. Stay open to adjustments. Flexibility is essential as life circumstances change. Be willing to adapt as you and your partner evolve together. Reignite intimacy and make time for each other. Intimacy is crucial for building a loving, connected relationship. Reigniting intimacy involves reconnecting both emotionally and physically, showing affection, and making time to nurture your bond. How to reignite intimacy? Prioritize quality time. Schedule regular dates. Make time for each other with regular date nights, outings, or cozy evenings at home. Shared activities remind you of your connection and bring back joy. Be present. Give each other undivided attention by putting away distractions like phones. Your partner will feel valued, which deepens the bond. Express affection regularly. Use small gestures, little acts of affection, like a hug, a loving text, or a simple, "I love you," go a long way in making your partner feel loved. Show appreciation, express gratitude and acknowledge their positive qualities. Appreciation fosters warmth and intimacy in everyday moments. Explore new experiences together. Create positive memories. Trying new activities or traveling together can bring novelty and excitement to your relationship. Shared experiences help you grow closer and see each other in a new light. Work on physical intimacy. Open communication about physical needs. Physical intimacy is important, so openly discuss each other's needs and expectations to ensure both partners feel satisfied. Build emotional closeness too. Emotional and physical intimacy go hand in hand. Nurturing emotional intimacy can make physical connection more meaningful and enjoyable. Reigniting intimacy requires time and effort, but it brings new joy, depth, and closeness to your relationship. How to practice empathy. Empathy is one of the most crucial components for rebuilding a strong and healthy relationship. It's about understanding and validating your partner's feelings, even if they differ from your own. Practicing empathy involves stepping outside of your own perspective to truly consider how the other person feels and why they might feel that way. By showing empathy, you can create a foundation of mutual respect and deeper connection. Here's how to practice empathy effectively. Acknowledge your partner's feelings. Validate their emotions. Letting your partner know that their feelings are valid is a powerful way to show empathy. Validation doesn't necessarily mean agreeing with their perspective, rather, it shows you respect and acknowledge their emotional experience. A simple statement like, "I understand why you'd feel that way," or, "It makes sense that you'd be hurt by that," can help your partner feel seen and heard. Accept their perspective. Even if you feel differently, try to accept that their perspective is real and important to them. By doing so, you create an atmosphere where they feel comfortable being open and vulnerable with you. Ask open-ended questions. Encourage deeper sharing. Open-ended questions such as, "Can you tell me more about how you feel?" or "What makes you feel that way?" invite your partner to share their thoughts and feelings more deeply. These questions show that you're genuinely interested in understanding their experiences. Show interest without judging. Listen without interrupting or jumping to conclusions. Keep an open mind and let your partner express themselves freely. Avoid questions that might come off as accusatory or judgmental, such as, "Why would you feel that way?" Instead, opt for questions that help your partner feel safe opening up to you. Reflect and paraphrase. Show active listening. Reflecting and paraphrasing what your partner says demonstrates that you're actively listening and trying to understand their point of view. For instance, if they say, "I feel neglected when you come home late without telling me," you could respond with, "So, it sounds like you feel hurt because it makes you feel unimportant when I don't keep you in the loop." Clarify misunderstandings. Sometimes, restating what you hear can reveal misunderstandings and give your partner a chance to clarify. Reflecting back also shows that you're engaged and committed to understanding their feelings on a deeper level. Share your feelings too. Open up. Vulnerability fosters connection. By sharing your own feelings, you not only set an example of openness, but you also help your partner understand your emotions and perspectives. Create a reciprocal exchange. Sharing your emotions can be an invitation for your partner to do the same, reinforcing mutual empathy. For example, you might say, "When we disagree, I sometimes worry about how it affects us, too, and that's why I want us to work through this together." Foster a safe space for sharing. Empathy involves a two-way street. By opening up and showing vulnerability, you encourage your partner to feel safe enough to do the same. Why empathy matters. Empathy deepens your connection, reinforces respect, and allows both partners to feel appreciated. When both partners practice empathy, they're better able to handle conflicts without feeling defensive or dismissed, which strengthens the bond and nurtures trust. Rebuild trust through transparency and consistency. Trust is essential in a healthy relationship, and when it's broken, it can feel like there's a wall between you and your partner. Trust is not rebuilt overnight, it requires time, effort, and consistency. Being transparent and reliable shows your partner that you're committed to change, which can help rebuild the foundation of trust. Be transparent. Open communication. Share your feelings, plans, and any relevant details with your partner openly. Hiding information, even if you believe it's harmless, can damage trust. By being open, you reassure your partner that you're willing to share your life with them. Establish honesty. Transparency also means being honest about any concerns or missteps. If you've made mistakes in the past, be willing to own up to them. Open, honest communication shows your partner that you're dedicated to rebuilding trust. Follow through on promises. Keep commitments. If you say you're going to do something, make sure you do it. Broken promises, even small ones, can erode trust over time. Keeping commitments, on the other hand, strengthens trust and shows reliability. Be consistent in your actions. Trust isn't built on occasional good deeds, it's built on consistency. Even small actions can make a big impact over time, so be mindful of showing up reliably in your partner's life. 3. Be patient and consistent. Give it time. Rebuilding trust can be a long journey, and patience is essential. If your partner struggles to trust you initially, understand that it's part of the process. By showing up consistently over time, you can begin to restore their confidence in you. Show daily efforts. Trust building isn't a one-time fix. It requires small, consistent actions that show your dedication. Whether it's a daily check-in, expressing love and care, or simply being there when you say you will, these actions reinforce your commitment. Seek accountability. Address past mistakes. If past mistakes have caused trust issues, address them openly. Seeking counseling or agreeing on practical steps to prevent those behaviors from recurring can be helpful. Encourage mutual accountability. Both partners can work together to hold each other accountable in positive, supportive ways. For example, you might agree to regularly discuss your feelings to prevent issues from escalating. Rebuilding trust is possible with dedication and time. With transparency and consistency, both partners can work toward a safe, secure, and trustworthy relationship. Set healthy boundaries and reinforce mutual respect. Expanded. Boundaries are essential for any healthy relationship, as they help protect each partner's individuality and prevent misunderstandings. Boundaries create a sense of safety and respect, which is essential for both partners to feel valued and fulfilled. Identify your needs and limits. Know what you need. Take time to reflect on what's important to you in the relationship. Understanding your own needs and limits allows you to communicate